In news from Jamaica, there is no cut in the overall funding to the security forces in the 2016-2017 estimates of expenditure. So says Finance Minister Audley Shaw. The claims of a cut to the allocations for the security forces was made by opposition spokesman on security Dr. Peter Phillips in his contribution to the budget debate which ended last week. In closing the budget, Finance Minister Audley Shaw says the allocation was actually increased. And Dr. Phillips had also accused that there was no allocation in the budget for the takeover of the Money Musk and Long Pond sugar factories. Minister Shaw says that was because the government had no intention of providing any further support to the factories beyond the subsidy which was approved by the previous cabinet.
The then cabinet had approved a subsidy of $216 million to assist in transporting cane from Long Pond to other factories. The approximately $186 million remaining from this subsidy is what has been earmarked for the start-up of operations at Long Pond. The proceeds from the canes milled at the factory, for which the government will receive 38%, will be used to sustain operations there. The Ministry of Industry, Commerce, Agriculture and Fisheries had explained this at the Standing Finance Committee meeting and in subsequent media announcements. Similarly, the government does not intend to provide any budgetary support to the operations of the factory at Money Musk. But other creative mechanisms have been deployed and used by the minister and his team to ensure that the necessary reaping and processing has been taking place.
Mr. Shaw also responded to the accusation made by the opposition spokesman on finance that the budgetary cut to the Office of the Children's Advocate is unconscionable.
For the Office of the Children's Advocate, the budget for goods and services has been cut from $30 million last year to $19 million in this budget, and the compensation budget from $65 million to $56 million this year. But it is difficult to identify what he described as the unconscionable cuts in the budget of this office, given the following. First of all, there is no reduction in the overall budget of the Office of Children's Advocate. The revised budget in 15-16 was $134.8 million, and the budget in 16-17 requested, the OCA requested a total of $143 million, and that $143 million was supported. Because the compensation was a one-off compensation that is not repeated in this budget.